early part of this year, I don't know if you remember when we did the solar eclipse direction. That was the first time I took phone and contacted the office of the incoming president. And I said, 2008, I did the same thing for the late Professor Mills. And so we have to do the same thing. And they brought somebody. They did what they have to do. The rest is history. Can I continue? Then somebody will say, "Man of God, why are you dealing with solar eclipse?" Because you know the problem with the believers? The only thing we know is the angelic realm, which is called a celestial realm, and then a human realm without a terrestrial realm. But let me tell you that in Genesis chapter 1 verse 14, your time and season is in God's hands. But on earth, your times and season is determined by the sun, the moon, and the stars. You say you are 1 year old because you have experienced some 365 days and nights. Are you sure you are not here at all? So it's, and God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs," number one, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. So most often, people don't know that as a believer, you must be very wise and not move yourself away from the stars, the moon, and the sun. Now hear me. A Christian is not supposed to worship an angel. But if you read the book of Psalm 8, you will know that the Bible says God has created us a little lower than Elohim. So aside God, the most powerful being is a human being. No demon is. That is why Lucifer and co rebelled, because they felt like, why should man have more power than them? We can tell a star what to do. We can call a goat a goat. Whatever we call, it is so. But angels does not have that mandate. We can decide to rebel and God will do nothing. Angels, if you rebel, you are in trouble. And Lucifer said, "I don't get it." So the problem with stargazers, and let the star be your guide, and horoscope is that they are not supposed to guide you. You are supposed to guide it. You are supposed to tell the sun, the moon, and the stars what to do. So let me give you a proof. When Jesus was about to be born, the wise men that came to give gifts, they brought the gift not because of the flesh, not because of the celestial, but because of the terrestrial. So the wise men brought Jesus a gift because they saw a star. Your star will shine. What did they see? They didn't know the human being. Do you know that the people were contending with in this election, their God is the sun and the moon? They pray to the sun and the moon. Then one of the prophets who is in Kumasi came to give a prophecy that this is the sign that shows that this party will win. And 2-3 days to the election, the moon will become very close to the star. You see, let me tell you, when you are doing battle, don't study yourself. Study your opponent. Because when you study your opponent, you know what they will do. Me too, they were studying me. And I will tell you how I outweighted so many people. Well, you see, when I heard that prophecy, I laughed in my head. Because you know something? I know that the Bible said the sun shall not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve your soul. Psalm 120. He shall preserve you from all evil. He shall preserve your going out and your coming. So I engaged the sun and the moon. And I told the sun and the moon, until we tell you to brighten, you can brighten. Moon, until we tell you to brighten, you can brighten. Am I talking to somebody here at all? Now let me tell you something which is a mystery. Deuteronomy 33 will tell you that there is the fruit of the son and there is the fruit of the womb. And when Moses was blessing Joseph, he said that I give you the the fruit of the sun and the fruit of the moon. That is why some people are richer than others, because they worship the sun and the moon. Jesus faced that kind of thing when the devil took him to the high mountains and told me to bow down to me and I'll give you the world. And Jesus refused to bow, because we are not supposed to bow down to this thing. We are supposed to control it. But poverty can make you bow down when you are even a king. So the Bible says, I've seen kings walking and I've seen servants riding on horses, because most servants don't want to pay the price that will give them access to their palace. 1 Samuel 11 verse 9. Okay. And they said unto the messengers that came, thus shall ye say unto the men of Jabez Gilead, tomorrow, by the time the sun be hot. And I saw this prophet. Hey, we are using the sun. We are using the moon. Master, let me tell you, anybody who uses the sun and moon to dictate to you, if you are a believer, you should know that that person is automatically below you. Anybody who tells you that angel, 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 you should know that that person is below you, because Christ in you is the hope of glory. When you have Christ, in him dwells the fullness of the Godhead bodily. If you have the fullness of the Godhead bodily living inside you, who can look at you and say that your life is in my hands? I determine when you die and I determine when you wake up. Who is he that makes a decision when Jehovah God has not approved it? Look, let me tell you this. Stephen was killed. I don't know if you remember. He chose to die. When Paul was about to be killed, they stoned him. He didn't die. He said to live is Christ and to die is gain.